Sorry for network problem. Now, unit 3, lesson 3. This is the cover page of your textbook. And look at the picture. Just look at the picture from your textbook. The title of this lesson is I Have a Dream. And you see a picture. This man is Martin Luther King Jr. Now, I'm going to give some introductory touch from this lesson. I have a dream. This lesson is not a story or an essay. I have a dream is a famous speech delivered by Martin Luther King Jr. on August 28, 1963, from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. In this speech, King called for racial equality and an end to discrimination against the black people of America. Actually, it was a defining movement of the American civil rights movements. Delivered to over 2 lakh civil rights supporters, this speech is often considered to be one of the greatest and most notable speeches in human history, and was ranked the top American speech of the 20th century by the 1999 poll of scholars of public address. I Have a Dream became synonymous with the aim of the march and the entire civil rights movement. His dream represented the dream of millions of Americans dreaming a free, equal, and just combined equal nation. A scholar and a pastor, Mr. Martin Luther King, he was a pastor also. You know, pastor means priest. At the same time, King was able to combine academic, political, and biblical elements in his speech. He made reference to the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, the Emancipation of Proclamation. When delivering his address, he spoke very sharply. He mentioned again and again, I have a dream. It is his dream to bring freedom, to bring civil right for black people. Now, look at the main text. You see the main text 2. The following is an abridged versions of a famous speech made by Martin Luther King on 20th August 1963 in Washington, D.C., USA. Read it and answer the questions that follow. Now, our main speech. The Negro is still not free. I tell you, he demands freedom for Negro. So he came in Washington to demand the right for Negro. Before this, we have few lines, and that lines you will get. He mentioned that there was a proclamations of there was declarations of independence or the emancipation of proclamations, and it was said that Negro will get, all American will get same right. But here, after 100 years later, he now in Washington DC and says that the Negro is not free. The life of Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chain of discrimination. Now, the life of Negro is still sadly crippled, means hinder, weaken, disable by the manacles. Manacles means handcuff, shackles of segregations. It means completely separation, separation from isolation from all types of rights, civil rights, constitutional rights, and the chains of discrimination. The Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of vast ocean of material prosperity. America, it is a developed nation. It has a lot of wealth, vast wealth, but Negro, they have to stay in the island of poverty. No wealth is for them. No opportunity is reserved for them. They are completely deprived of all types of facilities. The Negro is still languishing. It means still now they are suffering in the corner of American society and finds himself as an exile, as an banishment in his own land. His land is not his own land. He finds himself as an outsider. So, we have come here to dramatize a shameful condition. So, Martin Luther King mentions that these positions, this demonstration is to dramatize, to show the shameful condition, the petty condition of Negro, their real condition. I say to you today, my friends, so even though we face I say you today, my friends, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in American dream. Rooted in the American dream. So, the idea of American dream was contained in the constitutions of America and the declarations of independence. This dream was the dream of national greatness, not separate dream. That America will be a great nation on earth was the basis of this dream. In the sense, it was closely linked with American Manifesto. Though the project looked ambitious, the American leaders were bent on realizing the dream. The basic elements of the dream were: number one, the virtue of the American people and their institutions, freedom for all people are equal. It is American dream. Freedom for all, it is American dream. All people are equal. Extensive industrialization. So, our dream is not separated from American dream. He mentions our dream is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation, it means America, will rise up and live out of true meaning of its creed. What is this creed? We hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. It is our message. All are equal. There is no discrimination. All Americans are same. All are same. You know, I'd like to mention another great movement. This is called non-violent movement. Movement without bloodshed. Martin Luther King was the supporter of non-violent movement. And you know, our Indian leader Mahatma Gandhi, he for the first time introduced non-violent movement in this subcontinent. So, there is no bloodshed to bring our right, to bring Negroes' freedom. Now, I have a dream that one day the red hill of Georgia, it is a state, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. You know, it is a great dream. There was a great discrimination between slaves and owners. Owners treated slaves as an animal. For this reason, the writer of Gulliver's Travels, Jonathan Swift, he mentions in his Gulliver's Travels, Yahoo or Houyhnhnms, by examining these things. There was no right for slaves. They are sold in market. But it is Martin Luther King's dream. One day, the son of former slaves and the sons of former slaves owners, there will be no discrimination. They will sit down together at the table. Which type of table? Table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day the state of Mississippi, the state sweltering with the heat of injustice, full of injustice. Injustice prevailed in Mississippi, sweltering with the heat of oppressions. This injustice, oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. You know, oasis is a fertile spot in a sandy desert area. You know, in Middle East, desert after desert. And after 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 area, you will get a patch of fertile land with few trees. It calls oasis. Mississippi is a land of injustice, land of oppression. It is his dream. It will be transformed into an oasis of freedom. It will be transformed into a land of justice. Negro will get their freedom. They will get proper justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream. He comments, he has 4 children. His 4 little children one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin. They will be judged by the content of their character. They will be judged by their skill, their proficiency, their merit, their ability, their quality, not judged by the skin. It is his dream. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racist, it means brutal, corrupt politicians, with its governor having his lips dripping with the word of the governor of this state, his lips ready for uttering 2 words, the word of interposition and nullification. He can only do interference, and he is very much perfect for cancellations of the right of Negro people. But it is King's dream that one day right down in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as a sister and brother. Now, discrimination prevails everywhere. There is no proper right They are far away from getting advanced Medicare. But it is his dream that little black boy and black girl will be able to join hands with little white boys and girls as a sister and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, every valley will be elevated, will be dignified. Clear? Every hill and mountain shall be made low. It signifies everything will be equal. The rough place will be made plain, and the crooked place will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. He commands that every valley will be elevated. Every hill and mountain shall be made low. I mean, there is no high, there is no low. Will be equal. It means the status of all American people. The rough place will made plain. There will be no rough element in daily life. The crooked place, the carved place will made straight. No any carved things. And the glory of Lord, the glory of Almighty Creator, we shall be revealed, that all flesh shall see it together. And it is our hope. Look at the text. It is our hope. It is the faith that I will go back to the south. What is the faith? What is our hope? With this faith, we will be able to move out of the mountains of despair a stone of hope. Mountain of despair, mountain of frustration, mountain of discrimination will be transformed into a stone of hope, ray of coming bright future. I mean, a future of complete satisfactions of getting all civil rights. With this faith, we will be able to transform the juggling disorder of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. We will be able to transform the disorder condition of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. It means ray of harmonious living or dwelling condition for all peoples. And with this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. If we want to bring real freedom, if we want to establish, to get constitutional right, if we want to fulfill the dream of the emancipation of proclamations, to fulfill, to materialize the every lines of the declarations of independence, we have to work together. We should pray together. And if we need, we have to struggle together, to go to jail together, and to stand for freedom together. For what reason? What is the ultimate goal? To know that we will be free one day. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So, let freedom ring from the prodigious hilltop of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the huge hilltop. Prodigious hilltop means huge hilltop of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountain of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring. So, he calls for ringing the tone of freedom. And when this happened, and when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet. Hamlet means little village, a portion of a village. From every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that one day when all of God's children, black man and white man, all are created by Almighty God. You know, God's children, black man and white man, Jews and Gentile, Protestants and Catholics, no discrimination, will be able to join hands and sing in the word of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. He said, freedom. Black people are fighting for constitutional freedom and equality. So, it is his dream. One day, black people will get their civil right. They will enjoy advanced Medicare. They will get chance to receive proper education. They may able to stay in hotel or motel. There will be no discrimination. It is his dream. And he also commends, this dream is not separated anything. This dream is rooted in American dream. If America really want to be a mighty nation all over the world, he mentions it will be. So, this is an excellent speech by Martin Luther King Jr. and I hope again you will read it from your textbook and then you have to do some exercise because you will be given multiple choice questions from your this given passage, or 5 questions, or maybe you will be given a summary or flow chart. So I hope you will get some information from my lecture. I have to say you goodbye, at least for today. We'll meet again with another topics. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.